welcome back. Today I have this makeup look. It is a Kim K Met Gala makeup tutorial. I know a bunch of people are posting these types of videos, but I've absolutely fell in love with her makeup look. Like, completely stunning. Makeup by Mario did a fantastic job, like always, but I literally fell in love with the smoky look and just how bronzed and glowy she was. It was just absolutely stunning. Of course, everybody had amazing looks. I did have like my top 5 or top 10 that I fell in love with, but I definitely wanted to recreate her look because I was drawn to my phone like holy cannoli. So I wanted to go ahead and recreate it. Hope you guys enjoy. So let's go ahead and hop on into this Kim K makeup look. First thing I'm going to go ahead and do is prep up my skin. I'm taking the Tatcha water cream and I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin layer all over my skin just to go ahead and moisturize. I'm going to be starting off with the eyes today since her look was a little bit more bold on the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and prime up my eyelids using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it on both lids and blend it on in with a brush. I'm going to be blending this concealer all the way up to my brow bone. And I love using concealer for my primer just because it cancels out everything that is on your lids. As for the brows, I kind of kept them a little bit thinner than I would normally do them. So I just kind of carved them out a little bit more, but used the same products that I always use for my brows. So to go ahead and start off the look, I'm taking this light beige color that's in the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is the first shade in the palette, which is called Tempera? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pack on this color all over my lid, everywhere we have that concealer, just to go ahead and set it down. I don't always do this step, but for this look, I kind of wanted to. Then I'm just going in with the shade Sienna in this palette, and it's just a nice, like, orangey rust color. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out from inner to outer corner as my transition. It's just a very light shade just to kind of get things going. And in the picture, I couldn't tell exactly what her look was, but a lot of it was just super bold and like a smoky look with a lot of liner. So you can really make the lid color anything you want. So I'm just kind of going for more of a brown look, and then I'm going in and just blending out the brown color that's in this palette just from outer to inner corner and creating that all over the eye. We're not going to have a lid color today because just from what I'm seeing in the photo, it's more of just like a smoky matte look with a lot of heavy liner. So that's the look we're going to follow today, and that's what I'm going to try to recreate. It might not be 100%, but it's whatever I kind of saw in the photo. So we're just going to go ahead and keep applying that brown color in the crease and just blending it out from inner to outer. So after I blended it for a little bit, I'm going in with the Morphe 350 palette and taking both these colors combined. They're both like one's a chocolatey brown and one's more of a brown orange color. And I'm going to go ahead and run that directly underneath that crease and transition we had placed. And same exact way, we're going to be blending it out from inner to outer and kind of just like swooshing it out towards the tail of the brow. And I'm just going to follow those steps repeatedly with that same color until I build up that brown like rich shade. And then I'll take a separate brush and kind of blend out any of those harsh lines and just make it look really gradient. Because we're going to keep this look more smoky and I'm just keeping it with matte colors, I want to make sure the blending is like key, you know? Then I'm going in with this Hollywood booby tape. I know, strange, but it'll do the same trick as any other tape would. So I'm just going to place it right on the corner of my eye in the shape that I want the wing and like shadows to stop, kind of like a shadow shield. And I still have not mastered the wing liner or liner for that matter, so yeah, bear with me. Then I'm taking a thin brush and taking that blackish brown shade that's in this palette as well and running that down at the bottom. The L'Oreal Infallible Black Liner. This is a gel liner. I'm going to go ahead and place this in my waterline as well as tightlining the top. She, of course, had that very smoky, you know, rich liner look. So we want to make sure that this liner lasts. So once I apply this, I'm actually going to go over top of it with a black shadow from the Anastasia Soft Glam palette and press it right on top of that with a thin brush. And then I'll also take the Tartist liner as well and draw a line at the top on the very tippy top of my lash line, as well as extending it out to that like shadow shield that we have going on. The wing that she had wasn't like an emphasized wing where it wasn't like too thick or too long, but it just all looks super smoky. So I'm just kind of creating an extended line, and then with shadow later, we'll kind of accentuate that a little bit more. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and set all of that down after we draw the line with some black shadow. Then going in with L'Oreal liner. This is actually a felt tip liner. I'm just going to go over the top line that we had placed the Tartist black liner down just to kind of make the lines a little bit more smoother. And right now it looks a little choppy, but once we keep going back in with the shadow and a little bit more of that Tartist liner, everything kind of starts pulling together. And having a makeup wipe on hand will always help you. It will be your best friend if you don't have your foundation already done. That's why we decided to do the eyes first. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend out a little bit more of that brownish orangey color right at the top of my lid and just kind of swishing it and diffusing the color into my brow. Moving on to the face, I'm going to go in with my Farsali 24 karat rose gold elixir drops. You guys, I love this stuff. I just put it everywhere, especially my lips too. It actually helps moisturize my lips. Love it. I'm going to go ahead and blend that all in with a damp beauty sponge and let it soak into the skin for a few seconds. Then going in with Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer primer, I'm going to go ahead and put this right into my T-zone area by my nose, and then we'll just help lock in those visible pores. Then I'm going in with Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation, and I'm mixing both of these shades together and blending it on in with this L'Oreal Beauty Sponge. It's my first time using this one, and I actually really liked it. Like, it applied it super easy and very evenly. Absolutely loved it. So just pouncing this all over my skin, all the way down to the neck. You guys know the deal with that. So just going to go ahead and blend it on all over. Go ahead and conceal the under eyes a little bit. I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium again and just kind of blending directly under where I have any type of darkness. I'm not really dragging it in a full V or anything because now we're going in with the Anastasia cream foundation sticks. This one for contouring, I'm using the shade Mink. Absolutely love it. And then for the under eye section, I'm going in with the shade Banana. And now Kim K always has that light under eye with, you know, sculpted cheekbones and everything. So I'm kind of trying to recreate that look. And in the photo, she did have a light, bright under eye. So just kind of following those steps and blending it on out with a beauty sponge. And then for the contour, I'm blending it out with this brush right here from LA Girl and making sure my cheekbones look uplifted and contoured up. And then right underneath that contour, we're going to have a little bit more of that banana shade just to emphasize it a little bit more. I'm just going to keep blending out that contour with this brush, and then you'll see later we do go in with more bronzer, but that step will just kind of be bronzing up the skin, whereas right now we're kind of chiseling it all out. So go ahead and set the under eyes and bake just a tad. I'm taking the MAC Patrick Star powder and placing a very thin layer underneath the eyes and underneath the contour as well. And then you'll see I do brush it off in just a little bit. Then I'm going in with Benefit Hoola Bronzer and just bronzing up my cheekbones. Like I said earlier, I'm just kind of just warming up this general area. Then taking a precise brush, this one is from Sigma, it's their 3D brush. I'm going to go ahead and contour out my nose just a little bit, just trying to sculpt it out just a little bit more than usual and blend out the sides. Then I'm just going to take a nice clean brush and just brush away all of that powder that's underneath our eyes. Moving back over to the eyes, I'm taking that same brush we used for liner and just smoking out the lower lash line with some black, and by the wing, just smoking it on out. For lashes today, I'm going in with Lilly lashes. I'm going to have the name on the screen because I forgot it, but these are the lashes. They're stunning. Her style she used was the style Goddess from Lilly Lashes, but I did not have that, so I tried to make one work that I thought would go. Spritzing my face with MAC Fix Plus Charcoal, and then I'm going to go in with the Persona Cali Glow for that highlight, girl. And I'm using this Laura Mercier brush, which is stunning. My cheekbones, my nose, Cupid's bow, temples, a little bit on my chin, and then, you know, the entire body, because why not? Taking this baby brush from Moda Brushes, it's their oval brush. I'm taking a little bit of this highlighter and popping it right on my brow bone, right below my brow. And I'm also going to take a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose with this brush, which fits perfect because it is so tiny. It's going to make your nose look a little bit more elongated. Next up, taking Laura Mercier Illuminator Powder. I'm going in with the shade Addiction. It's a nice, beautiful gold color. And I'm just going to pop a tiny dab on the very tippy top of my cheekbones, as well as my entire body, including my collarbones, my shoulders, and a little bit on my chest. She had a very glowy look, so this is absolutely perfect. For mascara, I'm going with L'Oreal Lash Paradise and popping a little bit on my lower lashes. She had a nice spacey look to them, and they were very long looking, so I'm trying to recreate that. I absolutely love this mascara, so I'm going to go ahead and apply some there, and then coat a little bit on the false ones with my real ones. So because the lines are lined around the entire eye, I'm going to go back in with that L'Oreal liner and just perfect any areas I think need a little bit more work. And then I'm going in for lips. Today I'm taking MAC Strip Down Pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and line up my lips as well as overline them just a tad. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill them in a little bit as well. She had a nice brown lip going on, so we're going to go ahead and use this as our liner. I'm going to go ahead and take MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip in the shade Cafe Au Chic and dab a tiny bit with actually my finger right to the center of my lips. This is just going to give a little bit more of a light look in the middle, and that's what I see her having in the photo. And of course, we got to take my Anastasia highlighter and apply that to the very tippy top of the cheekbone. You definitely don't have to do this, but girl, it is amazing. So that is it for this Kim K Met Gala makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe found it a little helpful. Until my next video, I will catch you then. Bye! Mwah.